In this video, I'm continuing to build and grow my tiny town into a city. It's like Tiny Glade with pretty Minecraft graphics as little people move in and have their own needs like they're in The Sims. In this video, I'm continuing to design and decorate my special world that I've been working on in my spare time and keeping you company whilst you relax and hopefully fall asleep. I had a lot of comments asking for more of this game, so let's do it. If you're new here, I'm MadMorph, and this is my series of videos where I play games to help you fall asleep. And if you're returning, welcome home. I also have a podcast called Down to Sleep on Spotify, YouTube, and everywhere you get podcasts. It's totally free, and it's where I read books and bedtime stories to you to also help you sleep. I started this series to bring that vibe to gaming, and I hope you enjoy it. Find all of the links that you need, including meditations and ASMR with me at downtosleeppodcast.com. And now, let's tuck you in. Take a nice deep breath for me, and let's get down to sleep with Town to City, Part 3. Hello, and welcome to the next part of Town to City. This is Part 3, and I'm going to be sharing with you the town, or at least the small town as it is at the moment, that I've been working on so far. I'll give you a little tour, and then we're going to continue building it because there is a Halloween update with some Halloweeny items, and I think it would be nice to build a little Halloween area. I actually need to expand this town, so it's the perfect time for us to do something themed and to break off. But first, let me give you a little tour. Things all started over here by the station, and from there I first broke off down this cobbled street, which I really like the look of. And I hope you do too. With this fair maiden on the balcony looking for her Romeo, down on the cobbled road. And I like what I did here. It's a small park, sort of a communal garden for this street. And behind this street, we've got a lovely gate here that we go through. And you have a high street. You have a clothing store. We have the butchers and opticians, and this is a little area that I built for the bistro, or the bistro, for the bumblebees. And instead of just plonking the bistro down, I don't know how to say it, I decided to create an area, so I fenced off this area. We've got picnic tables, we've got the puppet show contained within here, and it makes it feel more like a destination rather than just a building, the same way that this opticians is just here on the road. You can make something feel a bit more special. That's the clothing store. Here we have a shoe store, a shoemaker, a barber, and a hatter. So this kind of has the feel of sort of a back alley with this cobbler and this barber shop that you can come down here on the side of the warehouse and get things done. And I never really noticed before, look, you can even look in to the barber shop and see the beautiful light is on, and the chairs and the sinks and the mirrors. That is attention to detail, which I love so much. So we'll be taking some peeks into some more areas. Then we broke off up here and I created an area of farmland. Got some extra housing here, a little street. The road turns into dirt roads and farms. I just love how this looks, especially the variety it brings if you zoom out. To have these fields here. This is my mayor's house up on the hill. I'm not keeping it all to myself. I think we'll probably put people up here eventually. But it's really satisfying to paint these dirt roads and then create the effect of a hedgerow around the crops and wooden fences. And I did the same thing here with the winery. We've got picnic tables out front, and it feels more like it's part of a real village rather than just being plonked on the side of the road. Got a bakery behind it, and dirt roads leading into two marketplaces as well. What's this mean? Upgraded building, greater reach. Nice. These markets aren't necessarily needed in this area, but I feel like they add a lot. They make sense to be here as part of the farm. And then some more farmland as things turn into a sort of private cul-de-sac residence. So you get something called artisans, which are citizens with higher maintenance and needs. And this is where I move them, or at least the ones that we've got so far. So they're your well-to-dos, and they can work. You need them for some of the more advanced buildings. So I created this posh little area for them to live in, off the back of the high street here, which I think looks quite nice. Larger front gardens. It's really got like a suburban British feel to it. They've got this lovely pond as well. Shame there's no ducks in it. And around the main pond, I still haven't done anything here yet, so we might do something with this today. This needs something, decorating. I just haven't got to it yet. Really been taking my time with each area as I go through. And there is a beautiful park by the station here for all of this housing here to enjoy next to the observatory. And there's a puppet show and some markets in the middle of this area, giving it a very on top of each other feel, kind of packed in, busy. Some people even join your town wanting to live in packed in areas close with other people. So this isn't as crazy as it seems. Like these are slightly separated, and then we've got these ones stacking up on each other. And here is actually a really nice statue that you get for owning their previous game, which was like a train game. And so I put this here. Oh look, a little bird landed on it. And that makes them happy. And it's just a statue, but I placed this pathing underneath and surrounded it with flowers to make it feel a bit more in-world rather than plonked. And I think it looks quite nice. It makes people happier. And then, up here, first some advanced buildings, the smithy and the laundry. And I created a little beach area around this little pond and quarry. It felt just like a quarry, really. But I changed all this to sand and then curved us up here towards another bistro. And to give it that beach feel, we've got the umbrellas and some shows going on. The street organ playing away for people to enjoy. Haven't really seen people come up here too much yet. And the advanced street lamps that light the way at night. Now where I had left off, I'll show you this in a second too, but where I had left off was actually coming up through here. Created a little street, blocked in affordable housing, just to make the most of it before we break on through here towards the edge of the map, where we'll create a new area. I wonder where would be good to make Halloweeny. And this is the poshest of the posh, our plaza that I've been designing. As you come through our beautiful flower archway to the giant fountain, we've got City Hall, the kiosk theatre, some statues and some flags and some fancy paving. And I think I need to put something up here that's going to actually attract people to come up here and hang out, but I haven't discovered what that is yet. Maybe waiting for some more advanced options. But I put quite a lot of work into this area, so I feel like it's pretty well designed, which is why I want to continue with this rather than where we left off in the last episode. Because when I basically recorded that last episode and then I started work on this just in my spare time, enjoying the game. And this is my third map that I've made. And I was like, wow, this is so much better than what I was working on in the previous video, and I want to continue it and make it look even more amazing and special and share it with you, rather than go back to what I was doing, you know. We're in a pretty similar place anyway. Haven't unlocked too much more. Look at this cute little back market here, behind the smithy. So I've been sort of exploring and experimenting and working out these nice little ways of doing things like that make it look a little bit more interesting than putting houses and buildings there, you know. And now we have Halloween decorations, which is absolutely a dream. I was planning to do a part 3 anyway, and when I was thinking about part 3, I was like, man, I would love it if they did Halloween decorations. And in my head I thought, I doubt they will, because it's still an early access game and they're adding so much other stuff over time. Do they really have time to do that? But I hope they do. But I didn't expect them to. And then just right now when I went to start this up, I saw it say, our Halloween update. I was like, oh my god, they did it. So you've got a cellar door, small withered ivy, large withered ivy, withered tree, small jack-o'-lantern, big jack-o'-lantern, small pumpkin, big pumpkin, cardboard box, spooky scarecrow, mist, and a gravestone. So we're going to be able to make Halloweeny stuff. And this is where we're at with a small town. A clockmaker to unlock, wooden furniture, signs, stonework. I'll unlock the clockmaker and clock decorations so that my research points aren't at their limit. So our goal right now, other than just enjoying building, is to create a new area that we can move more artisans into, since we need double the number of artisans that we currently have, and make them very happy so we can upgrade to the next level of town. I've also done pretty well to make this pretty and people are happy. Normal citizens, 94% happiness, artisans, 96% happiness, and farmers, 93%. And that's my town, so let's kick things off with a new little area. Maybe, we could bring people up here. This might be nicer than where we were actually. I was working this way, but as you can see it's quite close to the map edge. It's not giving us a lot of room to play with. Around here is on the water's edge. You could do a beach vibe there too, but rather than do a big road bringing us around, I think I'm going to travel us through the farmlands with a dirt road. And we'll start building by this pond up around here. So we'll just have a dirt road that comes through. Nothing too special to do on either side of that with limited space. Just going to turn the music down slightly. So it seems, I already have it quite down, but it seems a little bit louder. The music's quite overpowering, I think, so we want to keep the sound effects up and hear that ambience whilst we're drifting off here and working away quietly, rather than French accordions. And we can turn it up a little bit. So let's bring the dirt road there. I'm really picky about my roads, I have to say. What am I doing here? Remove. Okay, there you go. Now, perhaps it would be good to have another little farm on that left-hand side. I don't really want to start the residential until we get up by this pond, I don't think. So let's build this dirt road out, and maybe we'll make this a Halloweeny farm for the vibe that we have. And then we'll do a whole other artisan area down there. So let's place a new farm building in. Ourselves a bit of room on either side. Maybe put it to the boundary here, with the focus being a Halloween farmhouse. Give ourselves some room. that builds in. And then let's have a look at what crops we have. I have beeswax, I have corn, roses, cotton, wheat, and the vineyard, or vineyard. Now I think a cornfield makes the most sense for a Halloween farm. But let's see if there's actually any crops we need. We have corn here. Here I have cotton. This farm is growing corn and wheat. And this farm is growing roses. And this one is doing beeswax. I think the corn is going to look the best for autumn and Halloween, so let's plant some of that in here. Even though I have an abundance of corn, lucky, a boon, you know? And I don't even know actually if we're going to max this out, because we might just make it what is needed for the vibe, actually. Which I think would be... already want to do over. I'm actually going to create a dirt road between the cornfields and the cotton fields for people to walk around. Like a border that gives us a bit more of a playing field that we know what we're dealing with here. And as we come down here, we'll know that we're going to go that... Oh, no. That's gone a bit wonky, hasn't it? Can fix that up, no problem. Sometimes things do go a little bit wonky in games and in life, and you just have a little do-over. No panic. So I think against here, farmland. Hello, could I place some crops, please? Thank you. Actually, let's place our fence first. Oh look, there's all the Halloween stuff unlocking. Very nice. We need to place our fence first, because otherwise the crop can go everywhere. Like so. For this area. So we've got a border of our dirt road and a border of a fence. Why have you not put that there? And maxed out money too, 4,000 to 4,000. Let's get spending, guys. In this economy. Now, let's get our cornfield in. And try and keep it within the boundary of what we have there. It's gone a little outside, isn't it? Thinking outside the box, painting outside the boundaries. The ambience is quite loud here, isn't it? Let me just bring that down a little bit, in line with everything else. Goodness me. The crickets going crazy for us right now. So here we go, a spooky narrow path up between the farmlands. Looks pretty tight, doesn't it? And I think what we'll do is, with that feeling a bit tight, we're going to make this thicker here. Because we do want to decorate. That looks nice. And we'll fence this. You could also do this with a hedgerow. But I feel like a wooden fence feels pretty Halloween-y, pretty autumnal. think we're going to have the bare wooden arch rather than a flower arch. And just fill that in like this. Flowers and colour aren't giving spooky. Let's have a look at what was in this new update. So there's a spooky scarecrow instead of the normal scarecrow. Look at this guy. Spooky because he's got glowing eyes, I think. What if he's here? Right by the gate. Welcoming people in. And also, actually, maybe in the cornfield. Be even funnier. There we go. Lurking in the corn. That's going to look scary at night. Let's remove this one. And move this guy back a little bit. Hiding in the corn there. Terrifying. We have a... What is this? I thought this was a tree. Oh, it's ivy. And we put it on buildings. It's all withered. In different shapes, like an overgrown decorative effect. Here. Keeps telling me to go to Fontebrack and farm, but I mean, we've been unlocking stuff fine in here. That's cool. It really helps with the vibe. What else? We have our jack-o'-lanterns out on the step. One's green and one's orange. Or is this just a stand? Oh, this is just a pumpkin. Excuse me. It's just a big old pumpkin lining the way. Wondering at what point this town will get so big that it kind of starts to cripple the thing here. There we go. One on the archway. Peeking around. Pumpkins, pumpkins. Little small jack-o'-lantern. Can this be hanging? Wow, they can be in a little shelf. Look at that. Oh my god, we can place mist. A spooky mist. And you can change the color of it. But not the size. Can I just make the pathway misty? Ooh, spooky, spooky. Let's make this misty here too. It's gonna look cool at night with some lights, I think. And what else was there? Spooky scarecrow. Wasn't there a tree? A withered tree. There you go, the withered tree on the corner. Go to the farm, turn left at withered tree. That's where he'll be. It's not a ghost story, pet, it's a love story. I just rewatched Hill House, and it's so great. I love it so much, it's perfect. And I love Mike Flanagan's stuff, and then immediately I started and binged a rewatch of Midnight Mass, which is absolutely incredible as well. And I appreciated that one even more the second time around. Because I think, honestly, the first time I watched Midnight Mass, I so desperately wanted it to be the next Hill House, and I wanted it, I was really expecting it to be terrifying, because Hill House is so scary. It's the scariest TV show ever. And so I kind of had a little bit of disappointment with it the first time I watched it, but going back and watching it a second time, knowing what I was getting into, I appreciated it so much. Really, really a masterpiece, honestly. What if this is a cemetery? Speaking of Midnight Mass, they've added gravestones, and you can change them so it doesn't look all uniform. That is wonderful. Let's go ahead and make a little haunted cemetery here. I think I want that one to be different. Didn't get rid of it. Did I delete? Oh, I deleted some mist. There we go. So yeah, I recommend if you want some spooky watching. Haunting of Hill House is the, like, I watch it every other Halloween. Don't watch it every year, but every other Halloween. So brilliant. And I think I was spurred on to rewatch it because I'm reading the book for the podcast at the moment on Patreon. And I'm loving it. And I was like, let me go back and rewatch that show. So I did. Oh, I forgot I unlocked Metal Fence. That's perfect for a spooky grave area. A cemetery, as you might say. You say a graveyard or a cemetery? Is there a difference? Cemetery gates. Antenna. There you go. Bum bum bum. Oh, that looks pretty good, I think. Since we just put that together quickly, playing with these for the first time, I feel like that's quite nice. Cemetery gates, baby. So we need some more mist. Oh look, a little bench. Perfect. To sit and grieve at. Some more lights in here. Glowing it up with jack-o'-lanterns. And maybe even a traditional lantern over by the bench. Just to light people's way at night. To help them find what they need. It's a shame they didn't add a tab for Halloween. Let's just see if that was everything. Cellar door. I wonder if they've added that. Is that like a Donnie Darko reference, or is that from something where they say the nicest word in the English language is cellar door? Spooky scarecrow. I remember there was a spooky scarecrow. Scarecrow. Jack-o'-lantern's cellar door. You didn't check that out yet. As in, like, in the floor? A cellar door features quite prominently in Good Boy, a movie that I watched. Ah, yeah, there you go. Spooky. It's a shame this is on a hill. It's kind of making it not what I want it to be. But we're working with it. I should probably move some people in, shouldn't I? What do we have? Someone who wants to be surrounded by flower decorations. I don't know if I even have any open homes other than the farm, which they're going to say minus 10% on. What's happening here? Need more workers in the granary. Perhaps I could upgrade these for now. To just move standard people into, and we could put some flower decorations around it quickly for now. To keep them happy, put them in the garden and just to get some decoration points there until I actually come this way and decorate it. I want to keep people happy. Flowers. Still minus 10%. Oh wait, that's the wrong people. That's people who want something else. There you go. Plus 17. What do you want? Surrounded by plaza decorations. Well, this is plaza decorations, but people don't live there, so... you can just go here. Thanks. Deal with it, you know? Play the hand you're dealt. Not everything has to be your cup of tea. Sometimes you are going to have to get on with things. So here, let's get some farm decorations in, because I feel like farm decorations in and of themselves are kind of spooky. So we have hay. Keep seeing these adverts on TikTok for some farm that they do a spook season at. You can go there and pick pumpkins and stuff. I feel like they must be absolutely laughing, raking it in. If you've got a farm and then once a year you're like, come here and get a £10 coffee and pay to pick a pumpkin and have people spook you. I'll be honest, more and more I'm thinking moving to a bit of land and adopting some baby animals would solve all my problems and perhaps the world's. So I have to do that. I think I would love some ducks, as you know, and then imagine having a baby goat. And that'd be great. I would love. But it's quite hard to do that in this country. In any way that's affordable anyway. Without being in the absolute middle of nowhere, which would be scary and also inconvenient. But someday, if I ever disappear, you'll know where I've gone. Somewhere far away. With the animals. Okay, and then I think we're going to do a little hedge fence around this. A tall hedge. God, I bet they have a hedge maze. Doesn't everything? There we go. Nice little spook area. All hedged in for our quick spooky farm. I think we did a pretty good job. Now we just need a family to move in to start running this. Let's see. A comfortable house. Look, a neighborhood with many folk. This is what I was saying. Some people want to be near others. Couldn't be me. Get me as far away from everyone as possible. How about you? I've lived in flats, grew up in a flat. Absolutely couldn't do it anymore. Get away from me. And the family's moved in. So now we have our spooky farm, and it's just great to have... I mean, if you are building and decorating an area now, how fun to put jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins outside of everyone's house. This place is perhaps a little bit big for me to do, but you know what? Everyone could have a pumpkin along here. To bring in that feeling. Oh look, it's here. I was wondering why some of them are green. You can do yellow, orange, or green. I don't like the green ones. I want the orange. Well, let's give everyone a pumpkin on their doorstep. There you go, little kid. And hopefully nobody smashes them. Tonight, I used to be a little boy. And oh, that looks cute. Love that. Just changing it up so it's not too symmetrical. Giving everyone a nice orange pumpkin on the door. And now down this cobbled road, they've started celebrating Halloween early. Looks pretty good. I love that everyone's rocking hats now. Because I made a hat shop. You can change what colour it is too. Oh, they're quite loud when you zoom in, aren't they? The French. Right. Need someone else working in the bistro. Okay. Let's continue. Moving people in. And starting our new area. Someone wants flowers, so let's grab them. So we know there are flowers here. Let's take a look at our spooky farm at night with the mist. And the skeleton in the cornfield. Skeleton? Scarecrow in the cornfield. I don't want to go crazy with the mist because that seems like an effect that might slow things down and require computing power. So now we're going to build essentially a new village over here. Where is the map? We've got this lovely pond to build around. And a lot of space. I mean, the maps are bigger than you might think. And we need to move artisans in to see what happens at the next level, which are these kinds of houses. And they do look quite nice off of dirt roads, even though dirt roads aren't as effective. You're meant to upgrade the roads and repaint over them with this road, but I actually really don't like how it looks. I mean, compare it to the normal cobble road. It looks really fake and bright. I don't like it, so we're not going to worry about what's most effective and what isn't. We shall continue. Now let's think about how these people would like to live and what way their houses will be facing. Let's think and have a look at the artisan residences. We're also going to be needing to almost start over here by having food stalls and shops as well that they have access to. We could do a little strip of them here, facing the water with something in front. And perhaps we could create a high street or a market around up here and then have a lovely posh water area. Let's begin. I think we're going to theme the houses here with blue, as they're by the water. Let's have someone live off the back of the spooky farm up to border. A little bit of space behind. There we go. So we'll put them next to each other, but maybe the ones that live here, they'll have a nice front garden that goes all the way down to the water's edge. And that'll be what makes them special. Like this. Wait for it to build. You can always delete things and come back to it. A lot of deleting and rebuilding for me to get a nice small town so far like this, honestly. Sometimes you gotta destroy to create, you know? People already looking to move in. But I want to build it up first. We're not ready just yet. Do you think I could squeeze one more in there, or should there be something on the edge? Oh look, the farmer family moving in. Honey, I think this place is haunted. Oh dear, no wonder it was so cheap. I thought they had to tell us if somebody had died here. Maybe nobody did. Theodora and Luke moving in. I'm not scared, Dad. I'm gonna go in the maze later. And let me just see how this would be with another one squeezed. I think 4 is better than 3. Like this. So as this comes this way, this shall go like this. And as we break off down here, we'll start to make things feel like they suit a waterside artisanal residential area with an archway and some hedgerows to come. I think this is where we will change from a dirt road into brick still. Let's see, the plaza's like that. Brick is like that. We might actually do the plaza, as it has flat sides. And oh wait, I was going to bring them to the water's edge, wasn't I? But they need... Okay, let me think about this now. We want them to have a front garden because we want it to be decorative. Let's move things a little bit. Erase this for now. And move this for now as well. And that dirt road is actually gonna come a little further before it breaks off for a little walk. Like this. Oh, I just wish you could be slightly more tilted that way. Alright. Nope, that's annoying. So, like that. Trust the process. Bring these hedgerows in. Start to get things organized. Now if these people are coming out here on their little dirt road down to the water's edge, just trying to picture it here. I'm seeing a plaza walk that comes out and then along the water for them. I like that. And then we'll have their dirt roads connect, but we're going to make them smaller now that the plaza's in there. small as they can to connect. Apparently that's too small. About a size of 1. 1's too small. Oh no, 1's fine. There you go. Straight paths to their housing. Don't like that that's there actually. Maybe we did one house too many. Just from the paths alone. Going to demolish. And delete. And we'll do something different there. Perhaps a park or a building of some kind. Okay. Let us continue to fill in the blanks here with some more gates. I think let's go ahead and keep things hedgy. But it turns from a tall hedge into a short hedge, and that's what we'll use to create their front gardens and the walkway for the water. So we'll put those in and they'll be split here between the houses. Like so. Bring that around to the side. All subject to change. Now this person is going to have perhaps something else going on, because I think we're going to fill in this space. I'm going to bring this around, and that hedge cuts off into the farm. We might do another little something special in here, which I think should be, let's see what we have. We could just do a park. I mean, that would have been a great place for the cemetery, maybe. I'm thinking, I wonder if any of the food places would fit in there. I mean, that would be cute, wouldn't it? Oh my god, they could have a... It's a little bit tight to put the bistro in there. And it doesn't quite match the scheme. We already have wineries and everything else. A little market wouldn't really suit. Do we have anything else to unlock? Or anything I haven't put in yet? Wooden furniture, stonework, decorations. Let's unlock that. Have a look. I mean, wooden might have suited this area more, but we'll see. We're so close to being an actual proper town. I think we'll just do a nice little park then. So the thing with artisan houses is they need luxurious buildings near them, which is why we're going to have to do another high street, so that they have access to things that are technically artisanal. Like the optician is 3 luxury, barber is 3 luxury, shoemaker, hatter, clothing store isn't. Only the theatre has luxury, bakery, butcher, these things. Ah, this is all the stonework. Got you. New fountains. Stone basin. Is this a bird bath? There used to be a bird bath in my grandma's garden when I was growing up. I was always kind of fascinated by it. So they've got a little bird bath there. This guy's got a fountain. He's going to outdo his neighbor. And this guy said, I see you and I raise you. No, I'm just kidding. Giant fountain. Although, maybe. That could be our little in-joke. This guy gets a bird bath. This guy buys a fountain. And then this dude in here is like, oh, bet. There you go. Keeping Up with the Joneses is the name of this street. But really all the kids want to do is come in here, play on the little slide. We'll have a nice little dirt path that comes into the park. And then we'll paint sand rather than stone. Oh my gosh, autumn leaves. Beautiful. Sand under. That doesn't look right, does it? How to put this together? Let's just make it grass. So we need to close off this gentleman's front garden here. There we go, give it a bit of shape so it's not too boxy. And this, it can make it a nice little lane actually. That clock looks too metallic to be here. We want nice. Let's make it mix in some of the new stone stuff here. We'll have stone benches for people to chill in. And you need some nature. Let's get some trees. Oh look, Stonehenge. How cool. Just big giant obelisks to place. Interesting. Not sure a withered tree is the one. Let's have a pine tree at the back here. And then some smaller trees on the corners. And boxes of flowers in between the benches. Simple little park. Oh, these can be placed on water. Is that new? You can put, when you put the Stonehenge out there. Ah, okay. That's cool. The Lady of the Lake hanging out under there. Oh, we can put lanterns on the water as well. Love that. Maybe light up the back of this. That's gonna look cool at night. Plants become lily pads, and we have flower as well. Didn't realize we could do this. I wonder if this was patched in. You can even put pumpkins out on the water. Very cool. Let's have a traditional streetlight here. I was looking for the other park items. This thing, hopscotch, just to make it feel more like a kids area there. Little picnic basket. Families coming here and hanging out in the park. And that just makes that look a little bit more posh and something special. Finish it off with a tool hedge on this side. And I'll leave that little gap as we might actually bring that plaza all the way around. Might make sense. Like this. And we'll do something along here. As we move in more people and luxury buildings. I don't think we'll go all the way to here. Might do another beach vibe. Or something. Someone could live over here in the middle of nowhere. This is a quirky little area. I'm already instantly picturing we move these plants out and we'll do like another big fancy restaurant area here where all the people who live around this lake go to at night and eat. I think that would be great. Let's do that. We'll bring more trees back later for our deforesting. Don't worry. And up in this corner, what if it's a haunted bistro? You hear the buzzing at night. They're coming. So we just need to make sure we've got enough space because it's quite on the boundary here. And I wonder if I could even get a bakery in there with it. A bistro with its own bakery. Try there for now. Oh, the bakery is a big boy. I'm actually thinking hiding the bakery in there might look nicer. Yeah. Let's do that. So we get the nice spinning wheel. I want it to be facing like that, but then the road is that way, which is unfortunate, but you know. Can't have it all. I wonder how much I could squeeze this in here, and then like if this is edge, 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 like this. Come on. Turn. There. Okay, try that. Give it a little space for a road. Let's see if we can squeeze anything else in there. So this, just want to see that this is positioned well. When you're looking from back here, how does it look? Little area being built up. Got the windmill effect. Is this spinny thing called a windmill, even if it's not part of a windmill? Okay, so I like that. I like the placement of that. I like how it looks behind there. Can I squeeze a bistro in a way that I can still decorate it with the bakery behind? Doesn't leave a lot of space. But it almost, if I did that, might look like it's all part of the same building. Bistro with a windmill attached, but then I can't do my thing of building a nice area around the restaurant, but it could be a restaurant in the woods. Instead of doing what we've already done on the other side of the map, we could try this. Okay. We want to get that as close as we can. to make it feel like it's all part of one thing. And as the Plaza Road comes around, can we do a little archway? My god, we can hear the fountain running. Hopefully nobody needs the bathroom. Is that the worst feeling when you're nice and comfortable? Let's stick an archway over here. Unlocked so many decorations now, it's occasionally a pain to go through. I think we stick with the no, because we can't do the flower archway by the water. It's got to be a small arch. Okay. So they hit a little small archway here. And then we're going to change over to a dirt road that is half the size and comes away from the water's edge, hits the bakery, comes around through here, hits our little bistro. Let's tidy this up a little bit into an angle, because then here's what I'm picturing is we need to bring this plaza up first, back up to 2 size. And as this hits, actually a little bit earlier than that, as this hits about there, we do the same, where it hits that and then turns into a dirt road half the size again. It comes away and around and loops in and touches. And that way, we're actually going to make this feel, I feel like withered tree should be in nature. It feels like it's kind of wrong that it's not. What if we have a nice big rock here? Almost feels like the start of the area, doesn't it? Like you're going into a secret grotto. Yes. The obelisks that bring you in and shield the secret bistro and bakery from prying eyes of the peasants outside of the artisanal community. You could even use a Stonehenge as a walkway, actually. Oh my goodness. That might be what we need to do. Let me try. What's the matter here? Why is it Xing me? Because the other rock, okay. I'm going to assume that they can get through there. We just need to brush it up a little bit with the plaza. It just looks a bit weird because it's on a hill, actually. That's why you've got a line down the middle of it. I think I'm actually preferring less is more. Go with the wooden archway. That felt fine. There we go. So now we're going to surround this with trees. Ah, the withered tree is in there. Okay, perfect. I love how that overhangs the pathway. Look at that. Do you think I could hang a lamp off of there? No, that would be stunning though. I think we'll light the way with pumpkins, to be honest. Okay, so withered trees overhang and bring you to your bakery thing. But around the way, do we have any discolored trees? Trees of an autumnal variety, perhaps? Doesn't seem so. Quite nice tree. Tall trees, tall skinny trees. I want it to feel kind of like you're along a woodland path. The boundaries getting in the way of that happening a little bit. Gonna have to use some smaller ones to fill the spaces in. That's not gonna work. That's like literally line this with an assortment of tree action as they change, line the path to make it feel enclosed but visible to us on this side, and with the withered tree right there. And we do the same over here. Hit the randomize button, make things a little bit easier for us to change it up and place things in. Create our own woodland, like we're painting with trees. And already that looks so much better. We're losing the silhouette of the spooky tree, but that's okay. I may even lose this tree entirely. And hit one big tree there. Just make sure it's the right kind of tree. I'm a fan of the pine trees, I think. They feel so foresty. I was getting into Christmas territory. That's the one. Right there. Actually, no. Instantly changed my mind. That's okay. You're allowed to change your mind in this life, in design and in lifestyle. Try things, see if they're for you. If they're not, move on. I feel like it's really one of those modern things of people saying if you change your mind, you're somehow like a flip-flopper or somehow a hypocrite or something. When really, it's the way to be, is to actually keep trying things, keep experimenting, change your mind and go back. Stop doing things that you once did because you feel beholden to them. You're not beholden to anything or anyone. I think the withered tree was working. We're just going to turn it to get more shape out of it on the edge here. Okay. Now, pumpkins light the way. Jack-o'-lanterns, I should say. Around our new restaurant and on the doorstep and in the corners and in the crevices and around the bakery. Perfect. In the shadow of that tree. I wonder if the hedge fence would work here. To give it that closed, almost like, you know, Alice in Wonderland or something. You come up this pathway and get lost into the magical restaurant and bakery. I like this. This is working for me. And I think we bring it home with picnic tables out front here. You go to the bakery, get yourself a little something, some sides. Oh yeah, let's go with the dark wood actually. get rid of these. Dark wood picnic table. Placed perfectly. For people to come outside with their snacks and have a lovely time. That'd be one too many. There you go. Nice little area, right by the water. No need to fence it in on that side. Leave it nice and open. And if we could now get in... Don't know if it would be worth putting any entertainment here. It's too big. Too cheap. Oh, it actually looks so good. I'm so happy with how that looks from this angle. I think that looks really, really good, guys. And I might even stick a theatre right here before you go in to make it look even busier. And then break it away from what's going to come here with more buildings and a high street. But I'm very happy with that. So that's only given us 3 luxury points. Three of 12, really? Higher class residents require luxury to be happy. They're currently getting 3 from the bistro. The bakery would add another 2, but we need a little warehouse somewhere. And they're getting 1 from the theatre as well. Okay, warehouse. A clockmaker is 4 luxury. Wow, how does that look? Pretty big. Big old clock tower. Okay. That would have looked quite cool there too. I think we might end up putting that here somewhere, but I think about it for now. I would like a warehouse, please. Where are those? Special. There we go. Wonder if a small warehouse would do it. They're kind of annoying to place these. They're so ugly. Do you know what? If we put a small one here, it almost looks like it's the maintenance for the graveyard. I think that works. Good place to hide a warehouse. Off of a dirt road. Perfect. Oh, no workers available. Need to start moving more families in. So let's move people into this area now as they come off of the train. Population of 359, 93% happiness. Building is not connected to a warehouse. Ah, why not? Is that road not thick enough? Warehouse can't transport to this building. Why not? Is that not connected? Or is there not enough people? Ah, not enough people. So if I put the artisans to work in there, it can then reach. Interesting how you can see the speed of the road, right? Of the route. 4 people. To and from the warehouse. I wonder why that line's yellow when that's the fast upgraded road. Wouldn't green be the faster one? They hit the warehouse and they come that way to here. But they're not getting to here. Maybe it's a people issue rather than a road issue. Ah, there you go. Now it's doing it. You just need more workers. Perfect. So now these houses are at 6 of 12 luxury. So we need to continue building into this posh little area so that our artisans can be happy. Can we upgrade an artisan house? We can upgrade an artisan house. Let's see how they look. Oh, they're nice and big. I think we could do that, and then we can move more people in here. Doesn't change it too much. You can actually upgrade normal houses to artisan houses. So these have access to all of the luxury. I could just upgrade them, but I prefer building a whole new thing. But I'm going to move people into here for now. Oh my gosh. We are absolutely flying towards a small town right now. We're almost there. One more family moves in and we're going to be a small town. I've cracked the code. Okay, now that we're doing this like this road can actually be deleted. The dirt road can stop there as it turns into there, it becomes a plaza road. And then, how do we break off from here? I almost am wondering if we just put fancy buildings along here rather than houses. And then almost have like a residential road, I would say behind, but it's the boundary. So maybe like residence here. And this almost becomes like a promenade you walk down to get all of your wonderful things. Because the buildings look so fancy. Like you could just put a butcher there on the corner and it looks great. But maybe we wait till we hit a town and we see what we unlock, because we're going to have so many new buildings actually to play with. And placing the clockmaker would... Oh, that could look pretty good there next to the theatre and the clock together. I quite like that. We'll call it the Clock Theatre. Alright, here we go. Move these guys in. And we're now ready to upgrade to a small town. It's been a long time coming. As the station upgrades. And we'll see what we can do differently now. Whoa. Oh, looks so good. Beautiful. Appreciate a beautiful train station, honestly. City upgraded to stage 5. Public service need. What is that? Hospitals? Research menu expanded. So we have new things. Small town has turned into a town, and we've unlocked a money vault, which just lets your max banking go higher. 3rd floor housing. I love that they do this because it saves you from having to constantly expand away from what you're doing. You can just turn things into a 3rd floor building. Wonderful. A merry-go-round and a Ferris wheel. So like a fairground area. Autumn nature decorations. What was I just asking for? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I could change that to autumn trees. That whole area could be autumnal. A pottery barn. A school. There's your public service. That's cute. And a chapel as well. Chapels, I love placing chapels in building games. They always look great. And a newspaper stand. That's public service too, giving people the news. Okay. Oh, what should we get first? Autumnal decorations, I think. I know it's not a building, but... And then we'll let our research points collect. And I feel like with my artisanal areas, we're actually going to be going to the next upgrade. We're already halfway there. That's nice, isn't it? People already exploring this area. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's very loud. Excuse you. What is it with me and bells? Every game that I play, just took the clockmaker out. Ding dong. The witch is awake. Let's actually put the clock slightly back here to the boundary. And then we can build like a little area out front with it. Maybe even have the newspaper stand out front. Like a little area. Yeah, every game I play, a loud bell will ring whilst you're trying to sleep. All the time. It all started with that mind, or I will set myself or accidentally animals on fire. Like that is something that keeps happening in games that I'm playing. Always in the Sleep series. Okay, I like that. I like how that's removed from the road here. Gets a little fatter around here. Love painting these roads. It's so satisfying. And my mouse just went crazy and ruined it. That is probably cat hair that gets stuck in the mouse sometimes, because if my boys are out, they love to sit on the desk, lounge on the desk, I should say, with me, to the point where they have to be away when I'm recording, because they would both be on the desk right now, lounging, or in my lap, making it impossible to work. But what a privilege it is to not be able to work, to have two lovely fur babes with me. So I don't mind, and I am one of those people that will never kick a cat off of my lap, so if one gets on me, I'm kind of like, well, guess I'm not doing any work. I don't like what I've done here. Let me just take it in a bit, skinny it up a bit, stick this path with some Ozempic. There we go. Now, oh, I haven't unlocked the newspaper yet. Oh, I've got the chapel, or I can wait for the newspaper stand. Newspaper stand has a very low range. Okay, so that actually needs to be placed amongst places. Let's do the chapel. Chapel. Wait, is that why Chapel Roan is called Chapel? Or is Chapel actually a name? Or is it meant to be like churchy? Alright, we've got a chapel. Low range, above average production, does not require a warehouse. I don't think we'll have it by the clock there. I almost want to have it on its own. Oh my god, it should have been with the graveyard, shouldn't it? Literally makes perfect sense. To be here, we build up to it, we can decorate outside, leads up to it. We've already got the cemetery there. We could do another, we could actually expand that in front of it. That will look really, really nice. Okay, let's do that. Place it here. It's going to be servicing. It's not super low range. It's actually hitting quite a lot of buildings. Okay. That works for me. I love it when you get a new building, you just get new ideas, where to place things, whole new areas come into your mind for how to decorate. It's great. We'll do this autumnal, and then we'll come down and start doing the other areas. Ah, see, the clockmaker requires artisans in there in order to... Oh, so we actually, if we want normal workers and not artisans, still need to move people into normal housing as well. Because everyone at the moment is becoming an artisan. But I guess that's okay. I wonder if they actually work better if they're in a factory. Let's make those double trouble. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at these autumn decorations that we've got. Beautiful. Love autumn leaves. Oh my god, autumn hedges as well. Wonderful. You can hear the chapel bells are ringing. And you can go half where it's going green into orange. Or the full orange. Love it. For an archway. The hedge looks very orange. What else did it unlock? Orange trees. Oh my god, beautiful reds and crispy yellows. Okay. Is that bell just going to ring the entire time? Good lord. Do you like how it's hard to like, because these oranges look so orange next to everything else that you've done, which is really green. Like we actually have to have mushroom patches. Oh my god, a fairy circle outside the chapel. Pagans. We have to remove all of these trees. Otherwise, this autumnal area don't look right. And then fill in big trees behind. Like an autumn wall around the church. Maybe do a little back garden actually. Like that. Nice. A little bit uniform, but I think it'll come together. The road comes up. And then around to the back garden. And back here. Fairy circle with mushrooms. And some mist. Oh, I don't like it being yellow. Remove that. Yellow mist makes it seem stinky. We want it to be magical. A magical gloom. Yes. Wonderful. Oh my gosh, you need so many people to work in the chapel. I would have thought it would have been one guy. Or girl. Just working in there. Being a little vicar. Really is turning into midnight mass now. Okay, wow, that's so many people to work in there. Let me try the orange fence before I judge it, and let's see. Oh, actually feel like the metal fence, continuing that because of the symmetry there, but let me try the orange. Just to see how it looks. Looks nice, but it looks very farmy. So actually, we're going to continue with this, but I need to remove all of it to do so. Fencing. Tall metal fence. Because you really then, this feels like a large church grounds as you come along here. That it's all part of the same thing. I'm gonna actually move the entrance up slightly so it's not feeling really contained on that corner. And then from here start turning up because we don't want it to be, we don't want to take up too much space. But it's not like anything else is going to go up here. On the edge of the cliff for now. off the back of the station here, look. And that's now looks already wonderful as a church ground. Who's this? Nazir Goucher, unemployed. No wonder he looks so happy with himself. What a worry in the world, that man. Now, how do we enclose this? I think we'll do something like this, where you've then got the cemetery within the grounds. But maybe we separate that with an autumnal hedge instead. Let's try. It may work, it may not. This gives us a little bit of separation. It was looking like a lot of metal otherwise. But I think what we need to do might actually be to move the warehouse. The back of it now looks slightly odd. Let's demolish that. It's going to make a lot of people unhappy from it, but we will be rebuilding it. Not a big one. Small one. Which... we're just going to pretend it is like the funeral home, essentially, like the bit that you go into before the funeral, but it's actually a warehouse. And then change up what we were doing with the roads here. So we're just moving things around a little bit. Bring our fence. Ah, yes, that's what we should do. The medium fence. That's going to make it feel less like a big prison. So we can have another entrance here, I think. But otherwise, keep things the same, and we'll have a little dirt road that comes up and feeds in another little entrance to the grounds. Oh my goodness, please stop ringing that bell, sir. Okay, perfect. Now we just need to move things and fence it in. And now that we're facing this way, I think the graves actually might need to be... Actually, no. We can just continue up like this. I was thinking about rotating them, but I actually think this works. Because we're looking from this angle most of the time. I quite like how they are. Just gonna actually turn the volume down. Sound like you're being summoned to prayer, darling. There you go. And let's randomize and fill in alternating. Well, that's not alternating, is it? Sweetheart, there you go. Gravestones. And a few on this side, since we're widening things out. And actually, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be enclosed with a hedge. Yes. Wonderful. So you enter here. You've got a bit of peace and quiet. As things go from metal to a lovely hedge that encloses the cemetery. I like that. That is wonderful. Fill our warehouse up. Just need a few more gravestones in here. Okay, randomize, please. Thank you, darling. And a big one there. Now let's bring some of our benches back. I feel like a metal bench suits the feeling here. In the corner for a little sit, a little cry. Nothing wrong with it. And in this corner, go sit under the creepy tree. There you go. Little graveyard done. Let's put another fence on the side of this to make it feel like it's closed and part of something separate but related. Actually, remove. And I think this needs to be fence rather than hedge. Gotta match it up a little bit. There you go. And then fence. Wonderful. So entrance, chapel. And then you could decorate this when you get some more decorations. Might wait for the wood decorations or something to go out front here. Outside of the chapel. Maybe some withered trees either side until continue the decorative work there, just so it doesn't look super empty. Wow, this area was just, it's coming together. It was a little, it was empty at first, but I feel like we're doing a pretty good job. And now these houses are happy. They've got 12 of 12 luxury. So the artisans living in these buildings are living their life. Let's move some new people in. Ding dong. This person wants a house near public service buildings, so that's not sure why it's -10 because that's perfect for here. And now we're out of homes again, but we're getting there. We're at 58 of 80 for getting to the next tier of town. And it might be the right time to do third floor housing and see how that looks. And then I think we save up for school and we work towards doing a fairground area. I don't think that would suit over here, but a Ferris wheel and a merry-go-round, maybe they should be near the plaza. Could be really nice. God, I love how my town looks. Isn't it nice? Such a vibe. Would you live here? If you lived in my town, which district would you like to live in? Okay, so we have District 1, and this has got the beach bistro, and it's quite close together housing, but you've got a lovely little beach area, so you're probably going to be out of the house a lot. You're coming up here, getting ice cream, looking at a puppet show, having a little burger and fries in the restaurant. You've got a little farmer's market down here, a laundry going on, services, and a lovely statue nearby, and a big park by the station. Good access to the station, good transport links for work, and the plaza. District 2. Beautiful cobbled street working class vibes, small front garden, no back garden, little brick playground. But along the back, you have the high street. You live just off of the high street, and you've got a beautiful restaurant area with picnic tables out front and a puppet show, as well as access to all the shops that you could need for your essentials, and some woodland nearby. But you do actually have a train right along the back of you here. Now, for a number of years, I actually lived in a ground floor flat, literally this close to a railway line. Like, out of my back window, I could see the trains go past and feel them every time they did. Little lore drop there. I don't know if I've ever talked about that before. Maybe back in the day on my live stream. But yeah, the flat that I was living in for a while was the ground floor out, little grass area out the back, and then a fence, and then the train line. And it didn't bother me. It wasn't at all like, oh my god, every time the train goes past it's so loud. It was kind of comforting. It was just like a and like a rumble every time, you know? But yeah, right on next to it. District 3. I mean, you might choose the others over this, but it's a pretty nice district. You've got big front garden, big house, pond out front. But you know what? I get the sense that this district might be a little in each other's business. A little bit in competition with each other. You know? I could actually do with some more decorating out the front here. But, you know, you might think it's a little bit organized for you. Good access to the shops though. District 4, the farming district. Would you like to live in one of these farmhouses, surrounded by crops and flowers? The bakery and a vineyard. A little market, farm, town, village vibe. Or, what number was that? 6? Would you like to be District 6? With our new and upcoming development area, with chapel and clock tower, and secret hideaway restaurant, and very big water area. Personally, either I think I would pick the farm if I could have animals and live on the farm with the animals, or I think I would be in this new area. This is a really nice area we've done today. Like, imagine the walking around here, getting a little cup of coffee, walking past the church. I know these roads are a little tight, these alleyways, but it's giving British, you know? That's what it's like. Okay, so we unlocked 3rd floor housing. I think it's time to find out what that actually looks like. I'm a little scared. I'm hoping it's not going to ruin the vibe, but what if these went 3rd floor? They don't look too bad, but they have started to look like a block of flats. There's no way for me to undo it, so in for a penny, in for a pound, here we go. I wonder if I should have done like every other. Would have looked nice, but oh well, we're here now. The blocks. That is actually giving estate rather than posh artisanal area now, but you know what? Power to the people. Move them in. Let them have a lovely area with access to luxury. I'm all for it. Got some unhappy people here. Unhappy with their home decoration and their family trait. They need access to more luxury. Where do you live, dear? In there. Perhaps there's more people than there is luxury to go around right now. I think when we build the school, that will fix things. As that is luxury. We're almost there. Just 10 points away. Five, four, three, two, one. School's in for summer. For autumn, I should say. I hope you're having a lovely autumn. I hope the world is treating you kindly. It's been a funny old year. Hope you're making time for yourself to enjoy the spooky season if you enjoy the spooks, or maybe just fall vibes, taking walks and stepping on crunchy leaves, getting spiced hot drinks, watching movies, TV shows. Are you a Gilmore Girls watcher? Are you sticking on Dead Poets Society? Or are you spooking things up? Here we go, we've got a school. I've been wondering what to do with this area for a while. I don't think a school is the answer. Wow, I love the that it's got a back garden attached to it. Like a playground. That is awesome. Saves me building one. But it's so square in this space that I almost don't think it's the right fit. I guess I could face this way and back up onto that area. But then it's also, that's not quite straight for it. It's not going to be that, I don't think. The chapel looks so small in comparison. A clockmaker would be like, it's such an easy way to get lots of luxury, but it's annoying with the bells, so I don't want to move it in. Okay, we need more luxury over here. I've just unlocked the Ferris wheel. Let's see. Oh my god, the slowdown is getting to be quite real now on this map. That actually looks pretty nice. Kind of like that there. Changes up the dynamic of the environment for this area, but I wonder if it would also look better by our beach resort area. It's almost like I could crack open this fence here, and this would be a good place once we get the merry-go-round as well. That kind of suits your beach vibe, but I actually feel this beachside area is a little more rustic than what this Ferris wheel is giving. It's quite colourful. Let's try it by our plaza. No, it's not fitting the vibe there either. I think maybe we go with where it was. Let's see, I wonder if I can turn graphics down and squeeze some performance out here. If we change. Let me just go to medium. Oh my god, it looks so much uglier. Run smoother. I mean, at least you know there's optimization there if you need to keep building a really large city. But for me, let's go up by 1 and see how that looks. I think I could live with it there. Let's go up again and just compare. Ah, you start getting the shadows and the shading in. Look at the long grass. Was this actually higher than I even had? This actually looks even better. Look at the textures on the grass. I think I was on high. Suddenly there's all this texture and depth. Let's see, let's go up another one. Oh, custom. I was on custom, but I don't remember this long grass being here, unless I was being quite blind to it. This looks even better. Am I crazy? There's no way it was like that before. So I wonder if you paint on that over Ah, then you can get rid, if you don't want it to be tall like that, with dry grass, dirt, autumn leaves. Huh. Well, very pretty. Very impressed. I think I'm going to build the Ferris wheel here. I think it looks quite nice. Although, is this crazy if I don't have the merry-go-round yet and we're sort of missing out on making a full farm area? But I don't know. I don't know what else would go here, and I kind of like the vibe of this, so I'm just going to do it. Worry about everything else later, you know? These people need luxury, damn it. You need to be happy. Suddenly feel like I'm back in Planet Coaster. I feel like I'm due another Sleepy Planet Coaster at some point, but I just have so many on the list that I want to get to. As always, let me know in a comment if there's a game you'd love to see me play in this Fall Asleep series. And check out the podcast for me reading books to you for free. Down to Sleep. Taking a while to build this Ferris wheel. Last time I was on a Ferris wheel, there was someone had dropped their candy floss in the footwell of the thing. And there was like a wasp buzzing around it, and I was a child, and it was very scary. And I haven't been on one since. That's my story. Okay, make it stone. Sly and the family. Nope, that's a little weird on that side. There we go. No workers to fulfill the demand. No workers available. Better move some people in. There we go. But still no workers, so this actually needs workers and not artisans. So I need to create an area that is not an artisanal house, or make one of them 3 floors. Let's make this a block back here, but I don't want to change the height of the cobbled street. And then we might just change 3 floors there and wait for the train to come in to move more people in. I think we need to hedge this off to make it feel like it's part of the environment here. Maybe with another archway that goes in. There's also some more good Halloween vibe stuff coming to the Sleep series this month. I was just really in the mood to do another one of these. I didn't want to wait until November for no reason. But I am planning some more. I did Strange Antiquities. That one's so good if you haven't checked that one out. I think it's perfect for sleep. And I like this one because I do just get to play it and describe what I'm doing to you and kind of get lost in the designing of everything and making it nice. And it feels different. Like not in a negative way, but I don't talk to you as much about stuff. Like I'm really, this is one of the games where I'm focused on the game and describing the game to you, and I feel like that's quite good for sleep and talking about stuff, you know? I'm saving some of the rambles and updating you on things for, gonna do Minecraft again, and I'm still doing questions, but I'm saving that for the Minecraft series where I can have a lot of time to fill, because There's nothing else happening in that game other than what I'm doing. So I will still be doing questions and taking questions in that next Minecraft part. Because somebody asked if we were still doing questions, and I guess there's an answer to one. Is that I'm doing them in games where it suits. And sometimes I do want to just focus on the game and making it as sleepy as possible, like with this one. In that, almost as people say, Bob Ross fashion of we're painting, we're building, we're decorating. And it works quite well. I've only ever seen like 5 minutes of Bob Ross when they were, they did a marathon, like God knows how many years ago on Twitch, playing Bob Ross. I think it was the first TV marathon that Twitch actually did, that or Mr. Rogers. And I watched like 5 minutes there, so I get what people are saying, but it's not something we didn't have it over here or grow up with it. At least not my generation. Here we go, let's move some people in. Gotta move you into the powerhouse and to be workers, I'm afraid. And there we go, hopefully that, and it does, cheers people up a little bit, having a merry-go-round, sorry, a Ferris wheel. And I love what we've done here with this hedge around it. I think it just goes from looking like an empty space to actually part of the environment now. It's all about the fencing and the pathing to make things look nice, rather than just plonking it down. I'm very, very happy with that. I want to see it running though. I want to see you turn. We're very, very close to the next level now. Let's get a newspaper stand and see what this is like. How big is it? Is it like a shop? Or it is stand-like? Okay, cool. Actually looks pretty great. Extra, extra, read all about it. I think having one of these right outside the station makes sense at a first thought. And then, does this make people happy with public service buildings? They're currently at -10. Didn't move the needle. Okay, well. It's unfortunate. I now have more buildings that need workers than I do workers, so I'm going to have to move a few people in here. I might do artisans on the next train that pulls in, because then we can upgrade. I want to see what we can unlock. Next thing would be the pottery here. And the merry-go-round, and then we'll see what's in the city. Wow, then I will have really gone from town to city. And then there's even more beyond that. I don't even want to look, I don't want to spoil it for myself, but there's 1, 2 beyond city. Maybe it's like large city and then metropolis? I don't know, what would you call it? We'll find out though. If you want me to do another part of this and continue beyond, you know, and build things up, let me know. I'm happy to continue this series if people still enjoy it. It's been a little break since the last one to this one, so we'll see how people like it. Okay, move you in. Artisan. Ah, gotta make these bigger. Ah, they're already big. Okay. We make these ones bigger then. I really hope this doesn't ruin the vibe. It's actually okay. It's kind of giving odd little, almost like a claymation house. I'm fine with it. Gosh, I need to finish this plaza off with some decorations at some point too. A lot still to be done. There's no way There's no way my computer's pretty good. I probably need a new one at some point, an upgrade. It's been a few years, but I have seen people say once you really get into decorating on this, like, it does slow down. I don't know if any computer could handle the level of decorating I would do with no limits. And moving that last one, and we have gone. Oh wait, no. The game's called Town to City, so I haven't actually gone from town to city, but I have gone from village to town. So I'm at the first step. I guess I'm halfway through. I started as a little farm village. And Mr. Mayor, you've done it. We've become a town. Next stop, a town to city. Oh no, I am a city. I did go town to city. Oh. Guys, I live my life fairly cluelessly, and I don't remember like what happened 5 minutes ago to what's happening now at the best of times. I understand that's frustrating for you, but it's a pretty great way to live for me. Okay, so we did go town to city. I don't know what I was talking about. Let's see what we unlocked. A library. Or a library. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The bourgeoisie class. Unlock the bourgeoisie residence building and ability to upgrade artisan residence to bourgeoisie residences. Okay. A perfumer. High range, high production, luxury. I just love that there's a big library. That would be good over at our plaza area. Social club. Very high range, small workforce. That would be cool by the plaza. Larger audiences in the theatre. A water ballet. That's a special building. It looks like a big fountain, and you have to have over 95% happiness to get it. A luthier. What's a luthier? Let me look this up. We're about to have some education together. School is in session. A skilled craftsperson who makes, repairs, or restores stringed instruments like guitars, violins, and lutes. You would think, because I've played guitar my whole life, I would know what that is, but I have never heard of a luthier. Maybe it's pronounced like luthier. A jeweler. I know what that is. A candle maker. It's interesting that a candle maker is so late on, but I guess they are kind of bougie. And a post office. And these all look quite fancy. So they're going to have to be in their own area. Hence then you need 25 happy bourgeoisie to upgrade to a large city. So what would you build first out of the new stuff that we just unlocked? Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see another part of this, let me know in a comment, and like and subscribe for more videos like this. Check out the playlist for over 20 more different videos that are to help you sleep. And check out the podcast Down to Sleep at downtosleeppodcast.com for me reading you books and bedtime stories. But most importantly of all, have a beautiful rest of your day or night, and I hope that you have a lovely rest of the week. Until next time, thank you. And remember, it'll all be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Good night.